I've most recently been working on the triangle ball polystyrene drawing project. Since somewhere between 5 and 6 p.m. I've been at my area between the kitchen area and the living room area that I've set up. For working on polystyrene drawing projects. While at my mom's place, semi-focused while going through my current rotation of games on Congregate. Which include Underworld Idol, Oceania, and One Among Zombies to a lesser extent today. I took a break around 7:15 p.m. to have one of the sushi packs I believe a standard sushi combo Wegmans that were part of groceries my mom got today. During the afternoon hours. She left for the Wegmans by her place. After I had a microwavable dried foods laksa curry by the Snapdragon brand. The combination of a quarter cup of water, coconut powder, and the flavoring oil, which was added after the microwaving was complete, unlike everything else, which was added before starting to microwave. At the time, at 11:45 in the morning, I had that microwavable curry I accidentally peeled the lid completely off. One of the instructions told me to peel it halfway off. So prior to starting to microwave, after peeling the lid completely off, because that made it easier to add in what needed to be added in prior to starting to microwave, I just put the lid back on loose. And the dried foods and the dry food curry ended up being more than fine. The combination of water with the dry ingredients and the flavoring oil afterwards, that was also part of it, made for a pretty delicious broth. Or imitation of broth. I had a glass of whole milk just like what I'm having right now with both the microwavable last curry I had at 11:45 in the morning, and the sushi I had around 7:15 p.m. I recall during the first hours of today, having around 6 small size, basically fun size, default Hershey's chocolate bars that are part of the leftover bowl of Halloween candy my mom gave out to trick-or-treaters. And having a 1 cup of coffee, during the early to mid afternoon hours. I edited and uploaded the January 23 My Dinner video during the time I've been working on the triangle ball polystyrene drawing project, or the evening hours. During the evening hours into the start of the early night hours, I uploaded the January 22nd My Dinner video towards the late morning hours. I woke up and got up today roughly around 9:30. 9:30 in the morning. I recall it was around 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. when I went to the area where I work on polystyrene drawing projects, I was offered if I wanted to go to the Willow Inn with my mom, but I decided to stay home and work on the Triangle Ball polystyrene drawing project. Today I unlocked the Warlords faction on Underworld Idol during the afternoon hours, the late morning hours at the earliest, and then I recall it was during the early evening hours that I got enough bone flour to unlock the obelisk, which seems to be the equivalent of the boilers, the undead faction equivalent to the boilers on the demons faction. And I unlocked the contracts on the undead faction rather than the demons faction. It took about 2 or so days prior to the late morning, early to mid-afternoon hours, at which point I had finally collected the 20,000 dark mana I needed to unlock the Warlocks faction through using crystal number 5 to convert raw mana into dark mana. I made a decision to commit to that about 2 days earlier or so. Occasionally using other crystals, primarily crystal number 2 and crystal number 1 at least once, so I could get a bit more, essentially one more 0 of raw mana before converting everything into dark mana.